All right, everybody, welcome to the second video in my dementia series. I wanted to share with you just a simple sequence that I found to be so effective in inviting sort of a present moment kind of experience for the residents that I get to serve that are living in assisted living. Now, keep in mind, my yoga classes in these facilities or communities or homes are often taking place in the living room or around a dining room table. We don't have a lot of time or space to kind of set up an official yoga space. So we make it work wherever we're at. And what a great lesson for all of us who enjoy the yoga practice that it doesn't have to be in a perfect setting with perfect ambience. It can be while the staff is making lunch, the dogs are coming in and out of the dog door, there's a handyman fixing the ceiling fan, that we can truly be in the present moment and practice yoga despite all of those distractions. In fact, that's when we're really in it. And I feel like that's the best way. But that's a whole other video. Okay, so here's what I love to teach. I love to teach this in the springtime. Most of the residents that we come in contact with have had experience growing things, whether it's a flower garden or a vegetable garden. They have experienced that. And so I like to teach all of my students, typical people with dementia, people who would have other diagnoses, that our heart inside is much like the garden that we have outdoors. And we got to clear out all the yuck first. And so typically in March, I kind of do a theme where we remove some of the things that are in our heart that are getting in the way of potential growth. And that can be fear, it could be the past, it could be anxiety, it could be doubt, it could be bitterness, it could be disappointment. We got to get rid of all of that so that our garden in our heart is 100% ready for planting something. So here's the sequence that I teach for my residents. And then for my typical students in my studio here, I adapt it and make it a little bit more in depth and longer. And we use different body parts. But essentially, this is it. So we start with our hands together at our heart. And this represents a seed. So I encourage the students to think about something in their life that they would like to grow this season. And for somebody who's living with dementia, that might just be the seed of patience or the seed of acceptance, the seed of tolerance, the seed of peace of mind. It could be anything that they choose. So I give them a little idea, little word bank, kind of some ideas. And then we hold the seed and we place it against our heart. Now, my students are typically sitting in recliners or maybe the dining room chair. So I encourage them to either use a pillow behind them to set themselves up to have a straighter spine, but it's okay if they're reclined too. So we're holding the seed. I ask each individual, can you please tell me what seed you're going to plant in your heart this year? And we go around, which builds community, and they all share their seed. Now, we're going to take that seed and nurture it, give it what it needs, give it sunshine, give it love, give it water, and that seed is soon going to grow. Okay. And then that seed starts to become bigger, and we reach up to the sky. And then what we're going to do is we're going to open our arms and spread whatever that is that we have in our heart to others around us. Then we're going to reach back up, grab more of that goodness, and return it to our heart because we believe that there is an unlimited amount of goodness. So let's try that again. So we start with the seed, we'll say love. We're going to open that seed of love into a tiny little flower. Then the seed of love is going to grow into a ginormous plant. We're going to spread the love to others. And then we're going to reach back up, grab more of that love that's unlimited, and return it back to our heart. Let's try patience. I have patience in my heart. I'm going to let that patience grow into a beautiful flower. From there, the patience is going to grow into a big, ginormous tree. And then I'm going to spread patience to my fellow housemates, to the staff, to my family. I'm going to reach back up for patience, and I'm going to return patience to my heart. One more time. So this is a fun one. Let's think about peace of mind, which we all need, especially if we're living in a place where there's confusion and we're away from our home and our family has put us somewhere. We need peace of mind. So we're going to hold peace of mind in our heart. We're going to start to bloom that peace of mind. We're going to grow peace of mind so that it's big. And then we're going to spread peace of mind because that's part of being a community and being together. We give it to each other. Then we're going to reach back up and grab tons more peace of mind and return peace of mind back to our hearts. So that is my typical April sequence just to get the body started. We, of course, do some other things. We do a lot of crossing the midline that you may have learned about in the first video, and the cake and the frosting and making pies and all of that good stuff. But then we come into this really internal, intention-based place, because no matter what your diagnosis is, no matter how old or young you are, having an intention, knowing who we are in our hearts, can do wonders for stress, for building community among the housemates, for being open and present to what is. So that's my seed offering for my groups in the month of April. I've got some more ideas coming. I'll share those with you in the coming weeks, but enjoy that short little sequence, and you can incorporate that every single day, maybe after breakfast, asking everybody what their seed intention is, growing it, sharing it, getting more of it, and returning it back to the heart. It's a beautiful way to bring intention into the present moment.